The old coot here coming back at you with another exciting fennel forward video. I was going to say fennel forward Friday, but that's a whole nother thing. Hey, that's maybe I'm going to have to do that sometime. Anyways, on this beautiful Father's Day, happy Father's Day to everyone. If you are a father, even if it's just some kind of animal, four-legged furry thing or a fish or whatever, happy Father's Day to you. So anyways, with that being said, I wanted to do what's called this, maybe it's the wrong choice of words. I shouldn't use that choice of words, but let's mix and match some of these together. If you saw the previous two Chartreuse substitute alternative videos, one of them was 30 minutes long. Oh my God. But I went into great depth of what was going on there. The next one was around 11 minutes, just a quick overview of what was going on. But let's do this. Let's mix and match. So to quickly recap, if you're looking for, let's do the yellow first. If you're looking for a yellow Chartreuse alternative, and I apologize, I don't have Strega here. This is just my opinion. I'm no expert. I'm not claiming to be an expert. Remember to drink responsibly, though. If somebody came to me and said, I want a drink that has fill in the blank, the name of the drink, and it has yellow Chartreuse in it, what can I substitute instead? If you're looking for something on the sweeter end of the yellow Chartreuse substitute spectrum, I'd go with the Galiano. It's very fennel-y, like fennel and anise, but more fennel. If you want something more in the astringent, right, alcohol forward spectrum, go with the Strega. Strega's not here. I wish I had Strega. I ran out, Raging Kegger, there went all my alcohol. But anyways, just kidding. Maybe not. I don't know. But anyways, Strega would be the more astringent. So if somebody wants something drier, right, a drier drink, less sweetness, go with the Strega. If somebody wants something a little more sweeter, you want that roasted honey fennel kind of a flavor, go with the Galiano. Okay, yellow Chartreuse substitutes out of the way. Now here's the fun part. Let's say somebody comes to you, they say they want a green Chartreuse drink, right? Or a drink that has green Chartreuse in it, fill in the blank, whatever. There's so many out there. But you don't have green Chartreuse. What do you put in the drink? If you want it more astringent, I would say you could use either one of these. The Genepy Chamois, which used to be called Genepy, I think Les Herbes or something like that, or the Enrico Toro Centurba. These are going to be more in the astringent, drier end of the spectrum. Very anise forward. Like this one is 99% anise, maybe 1% fennel. This one is 85% anise, maybe 15% fennel, something like that. But in terms of astringency or spirit forward or alcohol forward tasting versus sweetness, this is like 99% alcohol spirit forward, maybe 1% sweetness or sugar. This one, on the other hand, the Genepy, is more like maybe, I would say 85% astringent, alcohol forward, maybe 15% sweet. So what I wanted to do is mix them together. Yes, we're going to do that here. And then try this and see what it tastes like. Yeah, so definitely concentrated anise flavor, very astringent, very alcohol forward. Okay, you're making a drink that has green Chartreuse in it. Somebody says, I want it more sweeter than it is dry, right? This one is probably, I think let's say like 60-40. 60% fennel, 40% anise. Actually, even more than that. It's more like 85-15 or like 80-20. 80% fennel bulb forward, maybe 20% anise, but sweet, very, very sweet. These two and these two are like polar opposites of each other, right? On the spectrum, opposite ends of the spectrum. The Enrico Toro Torella is more of a better balanced anise to fennel ratio, also better balanced in terms of astringency and sweetness. This one is probably like 80 to 90% sweet, 10% astringent. This one is probably as close to like 50-50 as you can get between astringency and sweetness. This one, again, is probably more 50-50 balance between anise and fennel. Does that make sense? Let's combine them. By the way, color-wise, if you just want the green color, the Boomsma Kloosterbitter probably has the closest color to green Chartreuse. But if I mix and match these two together and taste them and see what that tastes like. Very pleasant. Very, very pleasant. It's definitely sweeter than it is more astringent. I would say it's more like 60-40. Like now that I combine the two together, it's kind of like 60% sweet, 40% astringent, maybe even 55-45, kind of a little closer margin. But in terms of the fennel to anise ratio, it's almost a dead heat 50-50 between the two. And then one last experiment. Let's put the Galiano into this one, right? Let's do a little bit in there. Let's do a little bit in here for good measure. Let's retaste these now. Still getting that anise astringency. Wow. This one, let's taste this one. Yeah, this is, whew, wowzer. Okay, that just brought up the alcohol content. 42%. I don't know why. This one's 38%. This one is 40%. This one here is 45%, right? And then this one here, wowzer, 70% alcohol by volume. But yeah, when I added the Galiano to this one, I would say like heat-wise, if you want that green chartreuse heat, like versus the sweetness, and you still want that green chartreuse kind of flavor of the anise and the fennel. Remember, nothing replaces green chartreuse. Nothing replaces yellow chartreuse. They are their own entities. But when you think about some of the alternatives that are out there, I would do your own research, experiment a little bit. With that being said, these are just substitutes, alternatives, but nothing can replace the flavor profile that is green chartreuse. It's fennel and anise, don't get me wrong, but there is Wiley at the store that I bought most of the stuff from today. Wiley, shout out to you. And I'm not going to mention the store because otherwise they're going to sell out everything. Don't hoard. Please don't hoard. Just buy one bottle. It's all you need. Buy a bottle, when you get low, then buy another bottle. But Wiley said it was like a constellation of flavors, which is there's a lot of stuff going on there. There's breadth and depth, and you can pick out individual flavors, and yet it all comes together into one flavor. It's a homogeneous, cornucopious sack of flavors that are just like a membranous sack of flavors that are just coming together in a satchel of flavor town. That's just, yes, I'm way too inebriated right now with my libations, which reminds me to remind everybody to drink responsibly. Anyways, this video is intended for entertainment purposes. I'm the old coot. I'm going to take a nice long nap, and I will catch you all in the next exciting video.